Next on Channel 17 News, the latest on the double murder on South Mulford. Plus, All-Star Game highlights. The National League does it again. The details are coming up.
Care Bear glasses from Pizza Hut.
Jim's day started out bumpy, till Mom gave him grumpy.
When Mom cuts my hair, I'm glad Cheer Bear's there. Hi, Cheer Bear.
Now the Care Bears are dropping in at Pizza Hut on 4 glasses you can collect for your kids. Tenderheart and Grumpy Bear, Funshine and Cheer Bear. 2 glasses, just 99 cents each time you buy any Pizza Hut pizza.
Just 99 cents for 2.
One for me, one for you.
Collect all 4 for your kids at Pizza Hut.
What would happen if you could take America's leading bread and squeeze out some of the air and water that make it soft? Squeeze out the preservatives. Squeeze out the conditioners. Then squeeze in plenty of natural food fiber. You'd get something like Wassa Crisp Bread. It's crisp and crunchy, baked only from natural ingredients. Open-faced sandwiches with Wassa Crisp Bread. Now that sounds good.
$1 million cash is a lot of money. Even carrying it around poses some interesting problems. You'd need an awfully big wallet. It'd be hard to carry in your shoe. And it would take a very special piggy bank. But you might want to think about it, because you could carry off $1 million cash paid all at once in Greenback's instant lottery.
WTVO, Channel 17, Rockford.
News 17 with Bruce Richardson, Monica Schneider, Bob Kevern with the weather, and Kim Lepak with the sports. Now, live, this is News 17.
Good evening. I'm Monica Schneider. Bruce Richardson has the night off. Authorities in Winnebago County say they're focusing on one prime suspect in yesterday's double homicide on South Mulford Road. County Sheriff Donald Gasparini says the investigation has led officials to a man known by one of the victims, but added there may have been more than one killer. Dead are 22-year-old Leslie Thompson Porello and 23-year-old John Stinston, whose 1978 Oldsmobile was found today near Beloit, Wisconsin. Jennifer Streisand has more.
It was hauntingly quiet here today as police continued to piece together the evidence. 22-year-old Leslie Thompson Porello and 23-year-old John Stinson were found dead inside this house late yesterday afternoon. The house is owned by Bud Thompson, who lived there with his wife and 2 of his daughters, Leslie and Kim. Deputy Bob Springer, who's patrolling the house today, says it's been quite some time since a tragedy like this one has happened in Winnebago County. He says about 10 years ago, a husband and wife were murdered west of Pecatonica. Springer says the house will be blocked off for some time until police have more concrete evidence. Autopsy results show that both victims died from one gunshot wound to the head. So far, police have no motive for the killings.
We're still talking to several people in regard to the investigation. There is some pertinent information that we're trying to get at this point.
The neighbors seem to be holding up and dealing with the situation.
They were nice people. They were good neighbors. Very good neighbors, I guess.
What kind of people are the Thompsons?
Real good people. Real nice neighbors.
The Carlsons went as far as to say the Thompsons are the best neighbors they ever had.
Janesville fire officials say a combination of detonators and fuses may have led to an explosion this morning at a local company. 4 women were injured during the blast at the Accudyne Company, a maker of detonators for the federal government. The women were treated at Janesville Mercy Hospital and later released. Thousands had to leave their homes, and the National Guard was put on alert in Cedar Rapids. The reason? A poisonous gas cloud that loomed over Iowa's second-largest city. A fire broke out at an abandoned sewage plant. Burning plastic put toxic vapors in the air. Some 10,000 people in a 13-square-mile area had to be evacuated. Hundreds spent the night in shelters. Many were sent to hospitals after inhaling the fumes. Some are still there tonight. The fire was finally put out this afternoon, but officials say it will be several days before the long-term health effects are known. Sprint, MCI, AT&T, just a few of the long-distance companies you can choose from in hopes of keeping your phone bill in check. Tonight, Tony Fama with a look at long-distance dialing and how all of us, like it or not, will have to sign up for one of these services.
Before the breakup of AT&T, Ma Bell raked in just about all the money when you picked up your phone to make a long-distance call. But since the breakup, it's been a lot easier for other companies to service you. Why? Well, before the breakup, you had to dial some 21 digits to tap into any long-distance company other than AT&T. Now all you have to do is pick up your phone, dial 1, and your carrier will pick up from there. For those of you living in Illinois who have not picked a long-distance phone company yet, you'll have to.
It goes back to Justice Department decision that was made first part of June, middle of June, that suggested that all the operating companies provide a ballot system to those people who would be signing up for 1+ dialing. If they don't sign up, then they would be assigned at random to a long-distance company.
If you don't, and your phone number starts with any of these 3 digits, Illinois Bell will assign you a company. Now, you may have already received a ballot containing a list of phone companies from which to choose, but that ballot inadvertently left Teleconnect Company out. So to give Teleconnect a chance at the market, you can expect additional mail, and if you wish, a new choice. Illinois Bell is no longer in the long-distance business, and Dave Dunlap says the FCC wants you to take an interest and pick your own company anyway. That's capitalism's free market system at work. The hope is that it will keep your long-distance rates down. Tony Fama, Channel 17 News.
The Freeport School District is suing a Loves Park roofing company and its owner, former Beirut hostage Kurt Carlson, in connection with a 1980 contract. Officials are charging Roofing Systems Incorporated with breach of contract, negligence, and consumer fraud after the company installed a roof over a swimming pool at Carl Sandburg School. According to the suit, the company allegedly used roofing materials which did not meet the specifications on that contract. The school district is seeking $75,000 in damages. Former Chicago Mayor Jane Byrne made it official tonight. She'll be running for office again in 1987. In a paid advertisement that ran on 3 Chicago television stations, Byrne said the city's at a standstill and she wants to get it moving again. A campaign spokesman for Byrne said she'll most likely criticize Mayor Harold Washington in her campaign for presiding over a city split by political turmoil. Well, the wait is almost over for 300,000 Illinois taxpayers who still haven't received their refund checks. Governor Thompson signed legislation yesterday approving a 1986 spending plan, making more than $43 million available for refunds. Illinois Revenue Department officials started printing up checks today, but say it may take some time yet since they can only process 75,000 checks daily. A new consumer watchdog group may be sinking its teeth into high insurance rates. Political activist Patrick Quinn is proposing a new consumer panel patterned after the Citizens Utility Board to help fight high insurance rates. Quinn says we need the protection.
$5 billion industry in Illinois right now. We can get control over insurance rates, and everybody who's listening, I'm sure, knows what it's like to pay life insurance and car and health and home insurance. It's a lot of money, about $1,200 for every man, woman, and child in Illinois. We need a group to help people fight high insurance rates and at least get them under control.
Quinn says funding for the new group will come from member dues of $5. Next on Channel 17 News, President Reagan is okay, but his cancer has others worried.
At Giant Rock River Ford, you can save hundreds of dollars when you buy one of these special hail-damaged cars. These cars are 85 models with 0 miles, 60 months financing with no money down. They were in a big hailstorm at the Kansas City Ford plant.
You mean you can save hundreds of dollars because of these little bumps?
That's right. Save hundreds of dollars on 50 Tempos, T-Birds, pickups, or LTDs. But hurry in while the selection's great. Only at Giant Rock River Ford, where we're dealing!
For a limited time, Wendy's breakfast is yours for a song.
Only Wendy's.
Wendy's French toast is now 99 cents.
Only Wendy's.
99 cents for a scrambled egg platter, too.
Only Wendy's and Wendy's alone.
Our breakfast sandwich, 99 cents. Wendy's breakfast, yours for a song.
For only you. The fun, all the shows A to Z and the facts. What's behind what you see, TV Guide, the whole world of TV. That's entertainment. The stars underneath all the glow and the news, from the people who know
TV Guide, it's a fabulous show. So buy a TV Guide and read TV Guide. That's entertainment.
President Reagan was up and about today at Bethesda Naval Hospital just 72 hours after doctors removed a cancerous growth from his large intestine. He's said to be in good spirits, but word is that his bout with cancer has put quite a strain on the First family. Mr. Reagan is expected to be released on Monday, but he won't resume a full work schedule until after Labor Day. The president's colon cancer has prompted numerous questions about the disease itself. It is one of the leading cancer killers, but even so, early detection is possible.
Many people were calling their doctors today, concerned that they need to be checked for the same type of cancer which struck the president.
Are you feeling well? Or you're just concerned?
Specialists say it is a good thing for people to be concerned about colon cancer.
Although it is very common, it is preventable.
Surgery is the only effective treatment for colon cancer, a disease which occurs mostly in people over 50. But doctors are able to carry out a number of tests to detect colon tumors before they become cancerous. And if the tumor or polyp is found early enough, it can be removed easily without surgery. The rate of colon cancer varies enormously from country to country. In Japan, the disease kills 11 out of every 100,000 men a year. In Denmark, the rate is 34 for 100,000. The rate in the United States is relatively high. 26 of every 100,000 men and 20 of every 100,000 women die every year. That amounts to 60,000 deaths in this country. It is, after lung cancer, the second most deadly type of cancer. One reason for the varying rates of colon cancer is genetic. Certain groups are more susceptible. But most scientists believe that diet is the most important factor determining the rates of colon cancer. It appears that fat in the diet, especially animal fat, increases the risk. Fiber found in fruits, vegetables, and cereal decreases the risk. Robert Vizell, NBC News, New York.
The Rockford Airport Board is seeking a replacement for Frontier Airlines. Frontier plans to cut service down to just one flight per day. But as Gordon Boyd reports, the fear is that the board could move on plans to remodel without an airline to serve us.
September 4th is the critical day. This cartoon on airport manager Bill Grady's office wall isn't fact, but close. Frontier says Rockford's profits aren't high enough to justify landing here on its new reduced schedule. Grady says Frontier has too few planes. It's sold a fifth of its fleet to United.
I think there's a possibility of almost any airline serving Rockford. We think the numbers, and again, Frontier's numbers were good.
Frontier's manager here, Ron Berg, says corporate bosses in Denver have told him they'll stay until the airport finds a new carrier. They see that as inevitable, so that getting out of here completely is only a matter of weeks or months. Smaller carriers are likely replacements because they could run more trips, carrying few passengers each trip. But smaller carriers are more prone to money problems, and Grady does not want another American Central. Airport manager Grady says this latest trouble shouldn't hurt plans to expand and remodel the airport, to renew commitment. But Frontier's manager Ron Berg says that commitment, or lack of it, may be one reason his airline is cutting back and maybe pulling out. Gordon Boyd, Channel 17 News.
Incidentally, the airport board met tonight to discuss plans for hiring a consulting firm to help find Frontier's replacement. Highland Community College students will soon be able to live near the Freeport campus. Illinois law prohibits community colleges from owning and operating dormitories, so a private developer is building a new 3-story apartment complex to rent exclusively to students. Highland administrators wants to attract more students from the borders of its district. Many aren't able to attend now because the commuting time is just too great.
Well, it's not a means of getting around the state law. We're not doing anything that is getting around it. It is merely a means of providing student housing within the state law.
Somebody's going to have to start planning another one. I'm that confident on it. We have 11 to 1,200 full-time students here, and we have one of the largest geographical areas in the state of Illinois for a community college district.
The apartments could be ready by January. Well, we had a great day today. Bob says tomorrow will be close. His weather forecast is next.
In the first hours of morning, long before the night is through, He wipes the sleep out of his eyes, 'cause he's got a job to do. As his day begins, our day's beginning at Hardee's. Our biscuits rise with the morning sun. We cook them fresh for everyone. At Hardee's, where good people go for good food. Because we're proud of who we are. We serve our best from near and far. At Hardee's, where good people go for good food.
Right now is the best time to buy a new car from Humphrey Cadillac and Olds. Save at least $2,000 on Olds 98s, plus get 9.9% financing. Save at least $2,500 on Cadillac Coupe de Villes, Sedan de Villes, Fleetwoods, front-wheel drive Cadillacs and Olds 98s made in America using the latest technology. Over 70 in stock, more on the way at Humphrey Cadillac and Olds, 223 North 2nd. Sale ends July 31st.
At Venture, I know I'm getting the most for my money. They make smart shopping easier than ever. See, all this week, Venture will double the value of my manufacturer's coupons. And with every coupon worth twice as much, I double my savings on the items my family needs.
Double the value of your manufacturer's coupons now through Saturday at all Venture stores.
That's not just smart shopping. That's style.
Save at Venture. Save with style.
Bob Kevern joins us now with the weather forecast. Another kind of nice one tomorrow, but then comes the sticky stuff. Is that
yeah,
what
it looks like the humidity is going to be increasing this week.
week.
Well, that's easy come, easy
Part of
go.
July.
In January, won't we be saying, gosh, if we only had some of that heat and humidity. 82 degrees was our highest reading today, and 53 was the low last night. It's 70 degrees right now in Rockford. Freeport reporting 71 degrees. It's 70 in Beloit, 72 in Rochelle, and 69 degrees now in Janesville. Relative humidity, well, that is 55%. Winds are coming in out of the east at 7, and the barometer is 30.15. Sun comes up at 5:34 tomorrow, and it sets tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. How about Blythe, California, with 108 degrees for high temperature reading today? Golf ball size hail out in the Carolinas, North Carolina to be exact, with heavy rains down in Arkansas. Do you know that it rained there 3 inches of rain in only 15 minutes in western Arkansas? And there are gales along the California coastline. There was also showers throughout some of the Gulf area today. But most of the Midwest and the Plain States, beautiful weather. It was 33 degrees at Truckee, California this morning for the nation's low. Here's how the jet streams are dipping through the northeastern sections of the country tonight. That means this is the coolest part of the nation right here. But we're warming up because we have a good heat flow now beginning to come out of the south. That's going to be warming us up, and that's going to bring some muggy temperatures into Rockford. Heavy thunderstorms there in the Carolinas, hail like I mentioned. Back in western Arkansas, there was rain, heavy rain down here in the Gulf off the tip of Louisiana. Most of the rest of the Midwestern and western states in pretty good shape, but however, there was some showers and monsoon rains down in Arizona. Coldest daytime high in the country today was 55 degrees at Red Bluff, California. At the same time, it was an even 100 at Imperial, California. The nighttime lows tonight are going to be warmer across the Midwest than what they've been for the past few nights. We'll have fair skies, and Rockford will drop down to 57 for an overnight low. With sunshine tomorrow, we'll climb up to 85 degrees for a high. And then on Thursday, hey, look out, partly cloudy skies and 90 degrees here in Rockford. Friday, it'll be partly cloudy. There's a chance of some thunderstorms and 87 degrees. On Saturday, mostly sunshine, but a chance of rain late in the day and 88, and then Sunday, partly cloudy, and again a chance of rain late in the day with a high temperature of 88 degrees. So that indicates some thunderstorms in the late afternoon hours, which could be on the heavy side, and probably hot and muggy conditions. 57 for a low tonight, 85 for a high tomorrow. Right now, it is 70 degrees here in Rockford.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Kim Lepak recaps tonight's All-Star Game next.
Crow Wing, Minnesota, and Old Milwaukee both mean something great to these guys. Crow Wing means northern pipe. Big and mean. And Old Milwaukee means a great beer. Cold, crisp Old Milwaukee beer. And smooth golden Old Milwaukee Light.
It's a beauty. And Old Milwaukee.
And Old Milwaukee Light.
Taste as great as their name.
You know, it doesn't get any better than this.
There's no double talk at Hanley's. Now you get our best for less. You save 10, 20, 30, even 50% on our huge selection of name brand furniture.
Save 10 to 40% on living room sets and 15 to 35% on dining rooms.
Save 20 to 50% on mattresses and box springs, 10 to 40% on bedroom sets.
And save 15 to 45% on chairs and recliners.
Hanley's has free delivery. Financing is available. MasterCard and Visa are accepted. That's Hanley Furniture Company, 301 South Main Street, downtown Rockford.
I think I've learned a couple of things in my 16 years as a business banker. For one thing, you have to be willing to get up a little earlier and to work a little harder than the other guy if you want to stay ahead of the competition. Sure, I'm in the lending business, but my first job is to understand the customer's real needs. Once I do that, the solutions are relatively easy.
Mel Buser and American Bank, making you look good, because when our customers look good, we look good.
Are you looking for a new truck? Well, look no more. Brian Bemis Chrysler Plymouth Dodge is overstocked. Where else can you save over $2,000 plus finance a truck for 8.8%? With $995 down cash or trade, this truck can be yours for as little as $225.54 per month. So remember, drive a little but save a lot at Brian Bemis Chrysler Plymouth Dodge, Route 23, Sycamore, Illinois.
Well, here's the man of the hour. You predicted the National League would do it, and by golly, they did.
They got lucky tonight. I'll tell you, overall, though, my analysis of the game is this. I thought it was pretty boring, and I'm glad that we had the game on this year, but I don't know. I just think it should be more excitement. Maybe the fans weren't into it because of the strike possibilities. And I don't know, did you hear the national anthem tonight?
I didn't hear it.
Well, I think what they said was, instead of "Oh, say can you see," it was "Oh, say can you strike." No, it wasn't that word. Ha, ha, ha. Thanks. One of the guys out here laughed. 21 of 23 All-Star wins for the National League. And it happened again tonight at the Metrodome, the Double Dome, the Homer Domer, the Twinkie Domer, whatever you want to call it. Bottom first, George Brett flies out to left. Ricky Henderson, who singled, stole second and went to third on a throwing error, scores 1-0 American League. Top of the second, Terry Kennedy singles hard up the middle off Jack Morris. Darryl Strawberry scores, and the game is tied at 1-all. Then in the top of the third, Steve Garvey drives in Tommy Herr, and the National League leads it for good with a score of 2-1. Top of the fifth, this is Ozzie Virgil at the plate. He singles to left off Bert Blyleven. Strawberry and Tim Wallach score. That made it 4-1. And then in the top of the ninth, couple insurance runs, Willie McGee hits a ground rule double. Look at the bounce on this one. That scores Ryan Sandberg and Timmy Raines, the final National League 6 and the American League 1. Well, Calvin Pete put on a golf exhibition today at the Silver Ridge in Oregon to help raise money for the high school golf team. Boy, he's a nice guy. Pete this year has won the Tournament Players Championship and the Phoenix Open. Pete's a real class act, and he was just happy to lend a helping hand today.
Golf is a game that we all have to humble to. Golf has been a very successful sport to me, you know, and being able to make a living for myself and to generate a little notoriety for myself and to take care of my family. And this is just my way of, one of my ways of giving something back to the game. I really got off to a good start early in the year. Somewhat of a slump right now. I've been having a little physical problem with the back, but I'm feeling okay right now, and I'm just enthused and want to get out and play golf. I'm hoping I'll be able to play the Rockford Pro-Am. I'm really not sure about the schedule yet. We had a little confliction as far as commitments was concerned for that particular day, but I'm going to be checking with my office and see if we can work it out where I will be able to play in the Rockford Pro-Am. The Western Open, I'm really not sure about it. Right now, I'm not playing very well, but I'll just let my game dictate my schedule for the rest of the year.
And finally tonight, I think you'll enjoy this one. NBC's Len Berman takes a look at some of the highlights and, yes, the lowlights of the first half of the baseball season.
And this one would be a pretty good catch, except for the fact that the ball is still in play. And they have no sense of humor in Texas. The kid got ejected. And then there was the cat in Baltimore that tried to eject himself. This is an excellent second effort this year at baseball. Going, and gone. And Bert Blyleven should have been ejected in Cleveland. Definitely the people's choice. Here's the best swing of the year. Go get him, Reggie Jackson of the Angels. And, of course, the best throw, Bobby Meacham of the Yankees. And last year, Michael Jackson was the MVP. This year, it's Madonna. So here now a medley of her baseball hits.
Is that what you call the... Forget that one. That's a bad one. Anyway, the Cubs have tomorrow off, and they'll resume again on Thursday. And today, Tom Pashork from the White Sox officially traded for a minor leaguer to the New York Mets, so he can come back and do some damage against the Cubs.
Okay, thank you,
All right.
Kim. Well, another record close on Wall Street today. The Dow Industrials were up 12 points amid heavy trade. Advances led declines 11-4 at the finish.
At Rogers Olson Nissan, not only do you get a great car and a fantastic deal, but
You get asked for free.
we'll even give you a free salesman. You can choose from Scott Bryden, Bill Tavares, or Mike Ross. And there's more. Right now, choose from a special selection of Oldsmobile 98s with 9.9 APR financing for a limited time. And with Rogers Olson Nissan, you get more than a great car and a fantastic deal.
You get asked for free.
Come see us on the river in Beloit.
On behalf of Burger King, I am pleased to announce that we have just changed the Whopper.
Figures. Did you bother to ask a woman's opinion?
I'm sure we're all in agreement.
In other words, no, you did not ask a woman's opinion.
The new Whopper has more beef than ever. More beef than Big Mac or Wendy's single. And it beat them both for best taste.
Hold it. Wait a minute. More beef? Better taste?
The new Whopper. More beef than Big Mac or Wendy's single, and winner for best taste.
You know what really burns me up? It's great.
$1 million cash is a lot of money. Even carrying it around poses some interesting problems. You'd need an awfully big wallet. It'd be hard to carry in your shoe. And it would take a very special piggy bank. But you might want to think about it, because you could carry off $1 million cash paid all at once in Greenback's instant lottery.
Coming home is more than just a pleasure when you come home to Futura Stone. Futura Stone is smooth, beautiful pebbles locked into place with our space-age epoxy that's stronger than concrete. Applied right over your existing surface, Futura Stone is perfect for patios, pool decks, and driveways. It's not only beautiful, it's stain-resistant, porous, and durable. Futura Stone's great looks will increase your property value. Call Futura Stone now for a free estimate and special limited offer. Come home to Futura Stone.
40 years ago, on July 16, 1945, the first atomic bomb was exploded in Los Alamos, New Mexico. About 1 month later, 2 similar bombs were dropped on Japan. The result, 200,000 dead and a swift end to World War II. Today in Washington, 5 of the scientists responsible for the bomb's creation called for nuclear disarmament and said they are against President Reagan's Star Wars defense program. The Live Aid concert may be over, but the work undertaken by its sponsors isn't, as the contributions for African famine relief keep coming in.
The message was clear from London and from Philadelphia.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
Rock was the rebel music with a cause. It was one hit after another, a marathon review to fight hunger that ended with a mammoth rendition of We Are the World.
After the concert, the big question is just where is all that money going? Well, if you saw the television show, you already know. Box 7800, San Francisco 94120. It's the Bank of America, and Live Aid has an account here.
The Bank of America was surprised by the first day totals. Letters came with notes saying, God bless you and keep up the good work. Bank spokesman Pat Stull says the bank works with a number of charities. He says the bank, too, was concerned that the money would get to Africa.
We were assured that there would be an accounting on a regular basis.
5/8 organizers indicated the final tally could approach $70 million. From San Francisco, Emil Guillermo for NBC News.
And that is our 10 o'clock report. We'll be back with more news, weather, and sports tomorrow at 5. We hope you'll join us.